Welcome to the witching hour. Well, it's not the witching hour exactly, but it is a comic book update, a horror comic book update. And I got it from this guy right here. If we can come into focus. Yes, toys from the Crypt on Whatnot. He has action figures. He has comics, of course. He has a little bit of everything. And the man said he'll sell anything. So right there, toys from the Crypt. We get it to come in focus again, maybe. Yeah, right there. He sent me a sticker, so that was pretty neat of him. Anyway, the first one up is the Witching Hour. It is number 66. It's not in the best shape, and he said these are reader copies, but I'm fine with reader copies. You know, I used to collect comics and was real particular and had them in the sleeves and all that stuff all the time. These I don't really care about, you know. They are what they are. I think they're cool this way because they're old. They're from the 70s and 80s, and that's the ones I like the most. And I love the horror ones, and that's the ones I want to collect. So right there is the Witching Hour number 66. When it came out, it was 30 cents. We're going to lay them down here in front right there. See all the good figs and stuff in the background. The next one up is number 9, The Haunted, or it's just called Haunted. It's a wild looking cover. Charlton or Carton Comics. Whichever one you say. That first one was DC. Most of these are DC comics and stuff that I picked up from him for $1 a piece. Nobody bidded against me. So I bidded for the first one, and then, you know, I had to pay shipping. And then, you know, from there on out, it was history. So I got Ghosts right here, number 78. Really neat cover. I always go for the covers usually, but you know, I asked him, hey, do you have any horror comics? And he said yeah, and he threw them up there. Nobody else wanted them. He had some Walking Dead and stuff, but I like the old stuff. So there's a Ghost right there. I had some Ghost. I think I've got some Ghost in my collection too. This is a Ghost number 79. Really neat looking covers. I just love the art from the 70s and 80s, man. You know, most of these are probably the early 80s, but still yet. And the stuff from the 70s is great too. I just love that time. Just like everything else, it all goes away, and you just won't get that feeling and that look anymore. But the good thing is, people kept them all these years, and you can still buy them off of people. Or shops or whatever. DC there. Another one's another DC Unexpected. I've got quite a bit of these. This is number 169. They're not exactly setting up real good on this, but we're going to make do with what we can because they don't have no backs on them or nothing. They're just in sleeves to protect them a little bit. But yeah, look at that. Coming out of the Crypt there. Oh, man. 5 to midnight. Gotta love that. Another Unexpected at the right here, number 187. That was 189, so pretty close to that. Look like he's all wrapped up right there. DC Comics, man. He did quite a bit of stuff back in the day, especially, you know, the horror stuff. I don't think Marvel ever did a whole lot. I mean, they might have, which the next one is a Marvel book, but talking about stuff like this. I don't know, like Tales from the Crypt and different things. I don't know. And the last one I did pick up from him is the Tomb of Dracula, which, alright, had a little mishap. That thing fell over. But anyway, number 56, Tomb of Dracula, Lord of the Vampires. Yeah, I got every single one of these $1 each. So, you go looking, you get on Toys from the Crypt, you never know, you might get good stuff like this cheap if nobody bids against you. And that's with everybody on Whatnot, but this right here, this guy right here is neat. I really like him. I bought figures off of him now, and I bought comics off of him, and he has 2 or 3 shows a week, man. You just got to check him out. He's a really cool guy. Sent him some messages, did a video before for him, and I'll do another one. Every time I buy something off of him, I'll mention him. I might not always show this, but yeah, who knows? I don't know. Anyway, get you some horror comic books They're the best. 70s, 80s. If you can afford 50s and 60s, go ahead. I would love to be able to afford some of them. But when I can get them cheap, I buy them. This is MovieJohn. And like I said, when I get them cheap, I'll buy them.